This is going to be the game of the weekend. This is absolutely going to be the game of the weekend. I cannot wait for this one. I've been waiting for this game since they released the fixtures. This is going to be a huge game. And looking at the teams, they're not holding anything back. Northampton Saints versus Bordeaux in Bordeaux. Wow. Guys, before we get into it, if you guys are enjoying the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. We've been doing this for 2 months now, and I've really appreciated all the support and just seeing how quickly the channel's been growing. I honestly really appreciate it. And if you guys do enjoy the content, please don't forget to subscribe. All right, let's get right into it. Northampton have gone for a very strong team. Fischetti, Wright, Davidson, Coles, Van der Mesch, Chick as captain, Pearson, Pollock at number 9. They've gone for Mitchell, 10 Finn Smith, 12 Hutchison, 13 Freeman, 11 Todaro, 15 Hendy, and 14 Slightholm. This is a phenomenal team. I mean, there's so many international players in this team, and so many guys I think will be future international players as well. I mean, you got the likes of Fischetti, who's an absolute beast for Italy up front. You have the likes of Alex Coles and JJ Van der Mesch in the locks, which is such an underrated combination. I mean, JJ Van der Mesch has been such a good signing for Northampton ever since they signed him. I think he looks at home there. He's playing phenomenal rugby, and I think, honestly, within a few years, he could be getting called up to the Springboks team. I mean, the way he's playing right now, I would love to see him in the bomb squad for the Springboks or getting some run-outs with Ruan Nortje. I mean, he's still a young guy as well. He's like turning 26 this year or something like that, or turning 27. He's still a young guy, and he's absolutely massive. Then you have Chick, Pearson, and Pollock, a really, really good loose trio there. Pollock's going to have a tough day in the office, I think. I think the fans are really going to go at him. But he's the type of guy that embraces that type of challenge, and I think he's going to absolutely love it. I saw on this one podcast, I think it was the one with Ben Youngs and Dan Cole, that he's just looking forward to this game. He knows what's he knows what's coming. I think the whole team knows what's coming, and yeah, I think it's going to be really good to watch, not just for the whole game, but for this as well. The little drama in between. There's little storylines that make a game bigger than it already is. So yeah, even though this game didn't even need a storyline, it's still a massive game. Alex Mitchell at 9, Finn Smith at 10. I mean, 2 England players. Finn Smith, a guy looking to stake his claim to be in the number 10 jersey consistently for England. And then a guy at 13 like Tommy Freeman. I've seen so many people advocating for him to play 13 for England, and if he has a big game tomorrow or this weekend against Bordeaux, he really could seal that number 13 jersey as his. I think he has a chance, and I'd really like to see him at 13 for England. Now, moving on to Bordeaux. This team is stacked. They've gone for Jefferson Perot, Maxime Lamotte, Carlos Sardi, Adam Coleman, Cyril Sazou, Jean-Luc Dupré, Cameron Waukee, Timo Mathieu, Martin Page Rello, Mathieu Jalibert, Louis Bilberry, Yoram Mofana, Nicolas Depotere, Damien Pinot, and Celeste Riassi. I mean, that is a strong team. That is an international pedigree team, and I think that team, if you put that team in the Six Nations, they'd probably be one of the favourites to win it. I mean, that is just such a good team, and it's really good to see the likes of Jean-Luc Dupré back. I know he played last week. I saw the highlights of him running over the opposition team's fly-half, but to have him playing in a big game like this, that's why they signed a guy like him. Having a guy like him and Cameron Waukee in the loose trio is a dream for any team. So I think if Jean-Luc has a big year this year, he could make his way back into the Springboks setup. I know he was in the Springboks setup last year, but he only played one game because he was injured or ill most of the time, which it's unfortunate. It's nothing really could have helped. I mean, it's something that happened in training, and you can't help injuries. You can't help if you're feeling ill. So, yeah, a guy like Jean-Luc Dupré, massive season ahead for him. I think if he has a big season now with Bordeaux in one of the best club outfits in the world, I think he can prove himself that he has to be in the Springbok team going forward. But yeah, this team looks absolutely phenomenal. I mean, just looking at that front row, you have the likes of Jefferson Perot and Carlos Sardi. You have Adam Coleman in the locks. I mean, that loose trio as well just looks absolutely phenomenal. No Maxime Luku this week. They're going to be missing him a lot. He's a phenomenal player, and he's absolutely world-class. Probably the second best scrum half after Dupont in France. I mean, yeah, I'd say he's the second best scrum half right now in France. Very important player in this team, and it's going to be interesting to see what the dynamic is like, especially in that 9-10 combination with Jalibert now that he's not playing. But I mean, Martin Pedrello is still a very good player. But I mean, a guy like Mathieu Jalibert, I think he's firmly right now the favourite and the front runner for that number 10 jersey for France in the Six Nations. And I think if he can play well this game and play well in the next few weeks, I think if he has a big game tomorrow, he's just sealed the deal as the number 10 for France for this year. I mean, I know he has Intermac he's up against, and him and Dupont have a very good combination, but I really think France can benefit from having a guy like Jalibert next to a guy like Dupont, who's just so good with ball in hand and like a wizard as well. I mean, Louis Bilberry and Damien Pinot, Don't really have to explain much there. Two of the better wings in the world. They're probably both top 5 in the world as they're in their position. I mean, maybe even top 3. Absolutely class and so much speed. I mean, that is phenomenal. I mean, Yoram Mofana, a guy who's played a lot of games for France as well. He knows what he's up against, and I think the other Northampton Saints knows what they're up against as well. Looking at the bench, some really names that stand out to me here. Palu, Rowan and Janssen van Rensburg as well on the bench. So, I mean, they have a very strong bench, Bordeaux. They have a very strong bench. But if I was to combine both teams, who would I pick? Who would be my pick? Now, at number 1, I'd go Fischetti. Number 2, I would go Maxime Lamotte. He's also the captain. At number 3, I would go Carlo Sardi. At number 4, I would go Adam Coleman. And number 5, I'd go JJ from the Meshed. I would probably try to fit Alex Coles in there, but I'm just going based on the numbers against each other. At number 6, I'd go Jean-Luc Dubrier. At number 7, I'd go Cameron Walkie. Number 8, I'd go Henry Pollock. Number 9, this game I'd have to go Alex Mitchell. If it was Maxime Luku, I'd go with him. At number 10, I'm going to have to go for Mathieu Jalibert as well. Number 11, easy choice for me, Louis Bielbarri. Number 14, Damien Penaud. Number 12, Yoram Mofana. And number 13, I'll go for Tommy Freeman. Number 15, I'll go for Celeste Riasi in a combined 15. So not too much in it. I mean, I probably chose more Bordeaux players in the combined team, but there's not really too much difference between the two teams. I think one big factor in this game is going to be that Bordeaux is playing at home, and I think a Bordeaux team at home is dangerous. That's like playing in the Colosseum. It's like you just don't beat them at home. So if Northampton can get a win tomorrow or whenever they're playing them, it's going to be a huge win for them. And I really think if Northampton can get the win away from home against Bordeaux, then they can go all the way in this competition. I mean, Northampton has a lot of young players, some really good players, young international guys, and I think if they get the win tomorrow, this will be so big for their confidence. And I think this team is just a team that's trending on the up right now. And I think every other team should be fearing this Northampton team, but I don't think this Bordeaux team does. And I think this Bordeaux team right now is probably the one team that could take on and beat this Northampton team. My prediction is, if it was in Northampton, it would be a different prediction, but they're playing in Bordeaux. We know that Bordeaux crowd, the atmosphere is going to be electric. It's going to be hostile. I think I'm going to go Bordeaux by 8. I think it's going to be a close game. I really think it's going to be a close game, but I just think Bordeaux will just edge it at the end. I think the last 20 minutes, the way Bordeaux plays such running rugby, I just don't know if Northampton can hang with that. I know normally they can, but playing away from home, it also sucks out your energy as well. So there's a lot of factors going against Northampton in this game, but I think if Northampton get the win, it'll be one of their biggest wins in their history by far. But I think the favourite has to be Bordeaux. But y'all guys, that's my prediction and my combined team. I cannot wait for this one. This is the game I'm really the most excited to watch this weekend. I mean, there's some other great games like Leinster vs La Rochelle, Sale Sharks vs Sharks, Bristol Bears versus the Bulls, Stormers vs Harlequins. There's some fantastic games this weekend, but I think this is the one I'm really excited to watch, and I think this is like almost like a curtain raiser these next few weeks for the Six Nations, so I just can't wait. And I can't wait to see which international players putting their hands up to get the starting jersey for their country as well. So I'm really going to be keeping an eye out to see which players are going to be getting that starting jersey for their country, who's performing, who's not. But yeah, this game is going to be absolutely electric. And if you guys do enjoy the content, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. But yeah, this is going to be phenomenal. I'll be doing a full-time reaction right after. See you guys then. Cheers.